Alright, so here we go. Feel free to just pause, go back, go ahead, but I'm going to run through these really quick. Okay, first one. X squared minus x is greater than 20. So I'm going to move that 20 over to the other side. Again, make sure you actually try these on your own first, because otherwise you don't learn as much, because I'm doing all the work and you're not. Okay, is greater than 20. So I look at this, I'm going to factor it and find my 0. So x minus 5, x plus 4, right? Greater than, that should have been 0. 0. Okay, so my two zeros are at 5 and negative 4. So I quick pull out, draw a little graph. That was not straight at all. There we go. Okay, so that's my 0 that I just put in there. So therefore, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put a 0 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, put a 0 there, so that's negative 4, that's negative 5. Okay, so I'm just going to graph it real quick. I know x squared, so ultimately it's going to be like that. So it does not have to be perfect. I'm just looking for, okay, so it says greater than 0, so that's up here. So therefore, my solution is negative infinity to negative 4, union positive 5. Did I ever put negative 5? So positive 5 to infinity. Got it. Alright, so stop, go back if you need to. And then I'm going to erase it so I have room for the next one. Alright, so I didn't erase it. I just made it smaller. But let's look at this one. So 4x squared is less than or equal to, ooh, that's going to come in handy later, 1 minus 2x. Alright, it doesn't really matter which side I move stuff to. However, I want that 4x squared to be positive. So I'm going to move these guys over to the other side. Minus 1 plus 2x. Alright, so therefore over on this side I have 4x squared plus 2x minus 1. I want to put it into standard form. Okay, that is all less than or equal to 0. Super, super important right there, because that tells you something about open brackets, closed brackets. Right? Then, let's see. I want to break this down. Break this down. I know my only options are 1 and 1. And right here I've got 1x, 4x. Is that going to work? No. 2x and 2x. Is that going to work? Oh, snap. Is this going to work very nicely? Ugh. I guess I will sing a little song. X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Ready? Do it! Alright, so hopefully you paused and actually did it, but plus or minus square root, there we go. So negative 2 plus or minus square root of 12 over all over 8. So maybe you look at the square root of 12 and think 2 root 3, but really what I want is actual numbers. So when I add them together, so negative 2 plus the square root of 12, enter, divided by 8, I get 309 thousandths. That's a 0. And then when I subtract them, I get negative 809 thousandths. There we go. So now, you might be able to from there, even without graphing, figure it out. But basically, if I graphed it, it's pretty much the same graph as the last time. So here we go. Here's my 0. Again, not very straight. Sorry about that. Okay. So I've got right over here 309 thousandths, and over here I've got 809 thousandths. Okay, I know that it's going to go like this. How do I know that? Because I kept it positive, and it's looking for what? When it's less than or equal to 0. So where is it less than or equal to 0? Oh, down here. And so this time it kind of sandwiches in between. So that means I've got my 809 thousandths, negative, sorry, and 309 thousandths. Now it said less than or equal to. So what kind of brackets do I get? Yeah, the square ones. Okay, good. Now let's check the last one. The last one should, ooh, that's going to factor by grouping. So see what you can do with that. All right, I don't know if I hit record again. So did you even get through this part? Got positive 309 thousandths, negative 809 thousandths. And then I graphed it. I knew less than, and I've got these square brackets because it was less than or equal to. So if that was a repeat, so sorry. If it wasn't, oh, sorry that I forgot to hit record. All right, now let's check that last one. And what do we see? X to the third plus x squared less than or equal to 4x plus 4. Ah, I see something really cool. I see some factor by grouping. So you see what you can factor by grouping, and then let's come back and meet in the middle. So first I set everything equal to 0. Now see what happens next. You try it. All right, that's what I pulled out. Oh, except for I've got an error in there. Do you see it? Fix my error right here. Okay, keep going. What do you do next? All right, there it is factored. Now from here, do you see that this one is plus or minus 2, and this is negative 1. So I'm going to quick draw it out. Here's my 0. All right, then I'm going to say, okay, I've got a 0 at negative 2. And so 1, 2, right there. Got a 0 at positive 2, right there, and 1 at negative 1. Okay, now I look at it, it was an x to the third. You hopefully know that the mother function looks kind of like that. So I go up, down, up. I'm sketching. I don't really care what the graph looks like other than the basic shape, and then just enough to be able to answer the question that's asked. So the question it was asking was, when is it less than or equal to 0? Well, that's down here. All right, so put that together. There's going to be a couple of pieces, and it's less than or equal to. So that's super important. And what that tells us is this. I start over here, so at negative infinity, and I go, go, go until I hit negative 2. Then it actually can be that. Then I stop for a while, so I union at from negative 1 to positive 2, and that it can be that because it said equal to 0. So there we go. That's some good practice for you.